All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, Boudoir low click syndrome is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. This is a big problem we'll see in like 30 seconds, but under 6% mean a unique CTR all under 6% means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our ad, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women our ad is entering their brain. And we care about that because if we can get our ad into their brain, that is the only way women will actually buy from us. So we got to get this number up as high as possible. This number is also basically the number of women that did not scroll right on by. So yeah, we want to get this as high as possible. But below 6% is bad. And it's actually not normal. Although it's common, it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause is the 3 pre-click mistakes. So that's what actually causes BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, that everyone takes as, normal. Now we also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, aka a BLCA. So we got our building up our universe here. We got the BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Next, we know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And the way we treat is we take the original ad, we duplicate it, we leave the original ad, either on or off, whatever it was. And with the duplicated one, we treat that with Boudoir Pico, and it takes about a week. And then at the end, we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we got rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, BBEB, in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, it gets our unique CTR. Our unique CTR is now above 6%. That's really what we're going for here. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser. So here's our universe. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Simple enough, treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week, and we achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and we have Boudoir Brain Entry Boost with our Boudoir Facebook ads. Now, this was part of my residency. First part, went in and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out there, flying around, brought it back to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTR was 4.3%. So, all right, so we know that BLCS is present because that is under 6%. So we duplicated it, and I treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got it back up, got it to 6.88%. So, much better. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting about 37% of its ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, now we can basically 3,700 bucks a month was being wasted on that original ad. So what we can do is we can cut our ad spend by that amount, pocket it, only spend 6,300 bucks a month, and spend that with the new Boudoir Pico treated ad, and we're able to get our ad into the same number of women's brains as if the original was still spending 10 grand a month. So it's given us 3,700 bucks a month times 12, whatever that is, like 40 grand a month in kind of phantom profit or extra profit because we eliminated that wasted ad spend. Next second part of my residency, when I found another one out there, another Boudoir Facebook ad out there in the wild, brought it back to the hospital, found out that ran it, tested it, found out BLCS was present, unique CTR of 1.39%. So their ad was only getting into like, out of 100 women, only getting into like 1.5 out of 100 women's brains. So I said, cool, easy enough fix for me. So I duplicated the ad, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So basically, instead of their ad getting into 1.5 out of 100 women's brains, now we're getting into 9 out of 100 women's brains. It's the same city, same cold audience for everything you see here. And so we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So when it was doing that, basically the original Boudoir Facebook ad spent 10 grand a month. Instead of doing that, we can actually do the Boudoir Pico treated ad spending only $1,600 a month. So what are we doing here? Eliminating that $8,400 a month of wasted ad spend, pocketing that. That's like 100 grand, 100K bonus that we found by us not wasting that money and spending $1,600 a month with the new Boudoir Facebook ad or the Boudoir Pico treated one. We're getting our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad, spending 10 grand a month. Finally, had a patient test his Boudoir Facebook, or found out his Boudoir Facebook ad was at 5.03% unique CTRL, and aka BLCS was present because that is under 6%. And we found out, well, I duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%, way better. And this one's insanely good. So we found his original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 67% of ad spend. So if you spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, you can actually, 10 grand a month the original. Now we can reduce like basically $6,700 a month is being wasted. So we can eliminate that, pocket that, simply not spend it, get a $6,700 a month bonus, and instead spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated Facebook adding, and get that ad into the same number of women's brains as the original. But the original would need to spend 10 grand a month, literally like 3 times the amount as the Boudoir Pico treated one. So the average, we can see here the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of its ad spend. The numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. That average is probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, on average, 5 grand on every month is being wasted, thrown down the drain. And we're actually, can eliminate that and save them 60 grand, literally approximately 60 grand in the next year if they're spending at least 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads. All right, so now we're gonna inspect this one, diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So first thing I'm looking at is here, we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe we're trusting what Facebook recommends we should fill out when creating our ad is what is best for us to fill out instead of being best for Facebook that we fill out. And the consequences of doing this, of making this mistake, is way more women are scrolling by our ad than necessary, which pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, and it increases the probability of us having BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. On the back end, Facebook loves it because the more women scroll by our Facebook ad per unit time, the more Facebook ads Facebook can serve per unit time. So the more money Facebook earns per unit time. That's why they recommend us to fill all this stuff out, because it's best for Facebook. It's not best for us. So we never ever want to listen to anything Facebook says. Next, we got the looks like an ad mistake here in the creative, the photo. So the false belief that caused us to make it looks like an ad mistake is we're believing our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads, because, well, that's what basically every other Boudoir Facebook ad we've seen, it looks like an ad, so everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, and literally 100% of the Boudoir Facebook ad backend metrics I've seen and have tested myself, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, with a unique CTRL under 6%. And why is that? Because everyone's making these same 3 pre-click mistakes. So the false belief or the consequences of making this looks like an ad mistake is that we're gonna have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and increasing the probability that we have BLCS, boudoir low-click syndrome. And finally, we're going to look at the Seymour headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. And let's see. So we got attention healthcare heroes who invite 9 women this month to our studio for a luxury boudoir experience. Valued at $1,200. All right. So 9 women this one. All right. So we only got 2, relevant context points here. So yeah, we got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that's causing us to make this mistake is, we believe we've got the right amount of context to actually, have the optimal amount of the correct women coming through, pulling our unique CTRL above 6%, while also minimizing the amount of wrong women clicking somewhere on our ad, because we don't want to confuse the meta ad algorithm, have the wrong women click on it. And the consequence of this is, yeah, way more women gonna be scrolling by than necessary. That could have been a perfect fit. But they're scrolling right on by, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and increasing the probability that we have BLCS, boudoir low-click syndrome. So, looking at all this, do I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6% and therefore has BLCS, aka boudoir low-click syndrome? Yes, I do. I believe this is a perfect case for one. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so boudoir low-click advertiser with BLCS, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually do not, you're seeing the market get more saturated with more boudoir photographers. So you're seeing, anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing out their Google My Business profile that they now do boudoir, or they get a new camera and they're posting in the mom groups that they now do boudoir shoots. So it's getting more and more, basically it's getting more and more. Saturated, more competitive, and you're seeing, inflation rise, cost of living rise, and everything. And you're actually hoping you're already optimizing the business, optimizing other parts of the business. Less, basically, same effort, more results, or less effort, same results. Optimizing there, actually pull more profit out. And you're now ready to do that for the Facebook ad part of your business, because you see Boudoir Pico, can save on average approximately, 5K a month. Eliminate that unwasted spend, put that back in your pocket so you don't have to spend it, and increase your, so that'd be like 60K over the next 12 months approximately. And you actually you want to get the outcome of using the Boudoir Pico treatment, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment PCA and acquire or become a dominant boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, so that you can be on your way to being the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM. Well, shoot me a DM when my, basically when I open for a new patient intake, then shoot me a DM. And my DMs are closed right now. Yeah, I'm not accepting new patients right now. But when I am, shoot me a DM and we will see, if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.